Hi everyone. In the previous class, we discussed the definition of infinite series and some of the nth partial sum. Okay. So today I am discussing the nature and behavior of a infinite series. So now the nature and behavior of a infinite series is depend upon the sum of the partial sum, whether it is convergent, then infinite series is convergent. If it is divergent, then infinite series is also divergent. Suppose it is oscillatory, the sum of the n terms is oscillatory, then infinite series is oscillatory. Okay, we have to see the first definition, that is convergent series. So the convergent series is summation an is said to converge if the sequence Sn of a partial sums converges to a real number n. Okay, so n is the any real number, that is the limit n tending to infinity, the Sn is equal to n. So what is Sn? Sn is nothing but the sum of the nth terms. Sn is equal to a1 plus a2 plus a3 up to an. So okay, so that is sum of the nth terms is equal to n. So n is a finite and unique value. Then the series is said to be a convergent. Okay, if L is finite and unique, then you can say that summation an is convergent. Okay, these are the examples of convergent. Summation 1 upon n into n plus 1 is converges to n. So 1 is the finite and unique value. Then another example, summation 3 by n to the power n minus 1 is converges to 4. Okay, so now see the definition of divergent. Okay, so the divergent, if the series an is said to divergent to infinity if the sequence Sn diverges to plus infinity, then the series an is said to be diverges to minus infinity, then the sequence Sn diverges to minus infinity. That is the limit n tending to infinity, an is equal to plus infinity, or limit n tending to an is equal to minus infinity. That means if L is, that is limiting value, the L is converges to plus infinity or minus infinity, then summation u1 is divergent. Okay, if the sequence Sn converges to plus infinity or minus infinity, then the series an is said to be a divergent. Okay, then the limiting value of L is either infinity or minus infinity, then we can say that the series an is divergent. Okay, these are the examples of divergent. Summation minus n into n plus 1 divided by 2 is diverges to minus infinity, and another example, summation n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 divided by 6 is diverges to plus infinity. Apply the limit, we get the value. Okay, so now one more definition, that is oscillatory series. Oscillatory series means if the series neither converge nor diverges to plus infinity or minus infinity, it is said to be oscillatory series. Okay, so oscillatory series means the series is neither convergent nor divergent, then we can say that the series is oscillatory. In oscillatory, there are again two types, so oscillates finitely and oscillates infinitely. So when you say that the series is oscillate finitely, if the sequence Sn is bounded, then it is a oscillate finitely. Okay, so for example, summation n is equal to 1 to infinity minus 1 raised to n is oscillate finitely. So put n is equal to 1 we get minus 1. Put n is equal to 2, we get plus 1. Put n is equal to 3, minus 1. Put n is equal to 3, minus 1. Put n is equal to 4, plus 1. So we get the terms only minus 1 plus 1, minus 1 plus 1, like that. Okay, so it is bounded. So here upper value is plus 1 and lower value is minus 1. Therefore, it oscillates between minus 1 plus 1, minus 1 plus 1. So that is finite. So therefore, then it is called the series minus 1 raised to n is oscillate finitely. Similarly, the another definition, if the sequence Sn is unbounded, then it is said to be oscillates infinitely. See the example, summation n is equal to 1 to infinity minus 1 raised to n into n divided by n plus 2 is oscillates infinitely. Okay, so here put n is equal to 1, we get one term. Put n is equal to 2, another term. Similarly, we have to put 1 to infinity, we get different values. Okay, so therefore it oscillates infinitely. Okay, see one more example like that. Summation 2 raised to n, summation 2 raised to n, and summation 1 by n, summation 1 by n, and summation root of root n, and summation 1 upon root n, summation 4 by 3 raised to n. Okay, so like that, these are the examples of infinite series. Okay, so let us solve one example. Show that the series summation n is equal to 1 to infinity converges to 1. So already given that the series is converges to 1. So we have to show that it is converges to 1. So first, write down the given equation, the given series once again. The given series is summation n is equal to 1 to infinity 1 upon n into n plus 1. Okay, let consider the given series summation. So let us take an as summation. In the place 1 upon n plus 1, we can denote it by the symbol an. So let an is equal to, we have to take an is equal to 1 upon n plus 1 is equal to 1 by n minus 1 upon n plus 1. Rearrange the terms, take a LCM, n plus 1 minus n divided by n into n plus 1. We get same term again, 1 upon n into n plus 1. Otherwise, we use partial fraction. We can write a divided by n plus b divided by n plus 1. Okay, then simplify. We have to, that means we have to find the value of a and b. We get this term 1 by n minus 1 upon n plus 1. We know that partial fraction. Okay, so then for using some of the n terms, so put an in the place n is equal to 1. We get a1 is equal to 1 by 1 minus 1 by 2. Put n is equal to 1, where it is n. Okay, we get first term. Put n is equal to 2, then we get second term. So 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3. 2 plus 1, that is 3. Next, put n is equal to 3. N is equal to 3, we get 1 by 3 minus 1 by 4. Okay, then up to n is equal to 5, we get 1 by 5 minus 1 by 6, like that, so on. So now the nth term is an is equal to 1 by n minus 1 upon n plus 1. Okay, so now therefore sum of the above is, means adding all the terms, we get up to n terms. So adding all the terms, that is denoted by Sn. Sn is equal to a1 plus a2 plus a3 plus a4 up to an is equal to 1 minus 1 upon n plus 1. So how you get this term? So here, see that? So here 1 by 1 minus 1 by 1. Adding all the terms in the place, a1 in the place, 1 by 1 minus 1 by 2, plus a2 in the place 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3 like that up to an terms. Here minus 1 by 2, here negative, here positive, so that get cancelled. Then minus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 get cancelled. Minus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 get cancelled. Like that up to here minus 1 by n plus 1 by n get cancelled. The remaining terms here 1 is there and here minus 1 upon n plus 1. So we get 1 minus 1 upon n plus 1. Therefore Sn is equal to 1 minus 1 upon n plus 1. Okay. Now apply the limit on both sides. We get limit n tending to infinity. Sn is equal to limit n tending to infinity 1 minus 1 upon n plus 1. Apply the limit value. We get 1. So here 1 minus infinity plus 1. So infinity plus 1 is again infinity. 1 by infinity is 0. Therefore 1 minus 0 we get 1. Therefore that limit is finite and unique. Then we can say that the given sequence is convergent. Therefore the given series summation an is also converges to 1. Okay, I hope all of you clear. Okay, so now see the one more example on divergent. Okay, show that the series 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus up to n square plus so on. Okay, show that the given series is diverges to plus infinity. Now the solution of this question is the given series. Write down given series once again. 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square up to n square plus so on. Okay, so that is the sum of the square of nth terms. So now that is the standard form using the formula that Sn is equal to n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 divided by 6. That is the formula for sum of the square of the nth terms. Okay, so now apply the limit on both sides. We get limit n tending to infinity. Sn is equal to limit n tending to infinity n into n plus 1, 2n plus 1 divided by 6. Okay, now apply the limit value. Here infinity into infinity plus 1 into 2 into infinity plus 1. So infinity into any term is infinity. Infinity divided by anything, that is also infinity. Therefore the limit n tending to infinity Sn is equal to infinity. Okay, so you know that the sequence Sn diverges to plus infinity. Therefore the given series is also diverges to plus infinity. Okay, here limit n tending to infinity, Sn is equal to plus infinity. Thus the given series is diverges to plus infinity. So one note is there, the series of positive terms either converges or diverges to plus infinity or minus infinity, but it cannot be oscillate. Okay, so now see the one important theorem. If the series summation an is convergent, then limit n tending to infinity an is equal to 0. Okay, so that is important theorem. The series summation an is convergent, then limit n tending to infinity an is equal to 0. When you say the given series is convergent, that condition limit n tending to infinity an is equal to 0. Therefore the given series is convergent in that condition. Okay, so now the proof of this theorem is, let Sn be the sequence of partial sums. We know that the sequence Sn be the sequence of a partial sums. We know that Sn is equal to S1 plus S2 plus S3 and so on. Okay, now since sequence an is convergent, then series an is convergent, then sequence an is also convergent by the definition of partial sum. We know that. So now this implies limit n tending to infinity Sn is equal to L. Consider. So limit n tending to infinity Sn is equal to L, that is a finite value. Then where L is a finite and unique. Taken as equation number 1. So now similarly the limit n minus infinity, limit n tending to infinity Sn minus 1, S of n minus 1 is equal to again L. So that is also a finite and unique. Okay, so we know that in the sum of n terms, up to n terms are there. S1, S2, S3, S4, up to so on, up to before Sn, we have to write S of n minus 1 term. So here S of n minus 1 term is also a finite value, convergent. Okay, so now from equation 1 and 2, write down like that. Sn is equal to like that. Sn minus 1 consider as this equation. A1 plus A2 plus A3 up to An, that is n terms. Here Sn minus 1 means An minus 1 terms. Okay. So now subtract these two equations. Sn minus 1 is equal to An. So because the terms A1, A2, A3, A4, all terms are cancelled up to An minus 1. A1, A2, A2, A3, A3 up to An minus 1, An minus 1. These all the terms are cancelled. So the remaining term is only An. So Sn minus 1 is equal to An. So now apply the limit in this equation. Limit n tending to infinity into An is equal to limit n tending to infinity Sn minus 1. Then split the limit separately. The limit n tending to infinity into Sn minus limit n tending to infinity Sn minus 1. So we already taken the limit n tending to infinity Sn using equation 1 and 2. Put L minus L. So L minus L. So finite value L minus L is equal to 0. Okay. So limit n tending to infinity is 0. Then the series An is convergent. When the limiting value is 0, then the given series is convergent. Okay, I hope all of you understood. Okay, but the converse part is not true in this theorem. Okay, thank you. Continue in the next class.